Hello soulmates, welcome back again to the channel. Today my name is Jenny. If this is your first time seeing this channel, you are highly welcome. Thank you to our new and our returning subscribers. Today's video is going to be the sewing part of this tutorial. So if you have not seen the drafting part, I will advise you to go ahead and check it out. It's right on the channel. So without wasting your time guys, don't forget to subscribe, like and share this video. So let's get into it. Welcome back again soulmates. So guys, I've gone ahead to place the pattern we cut out on the drafting of this tutorial. I've gone ahead to place it on my fabric, and as you can see it on the floor, you can see the seam allowance I gave at some points. You can see. So the next thing we are going to do is to start stitching this down. So this is the pattern and we are going to start with the back pattern. So for the back piece, I'm going to take out the pattern so that we can start stitching this down. Okay, so I'm using a satin fabric for this tutorial. I will advise you to make use of any fabric of your choice. You can make use of crepe fabric. Okay, so I'm just going to open it out for you guys to see how it's looking. So this is the way it's looking. The next thing to do is to place the sides on the center back so that we can just stitch up this point like so. Okay, so you are stitching only on this point. You can see these parts, so you are joining only the center back and the side back together. Okay, so let me just go ahead and stitch it down. Coming to the front piece, I've gone ahead to also cut it out, and you can see we have two pieces for the front because we are going to be having buttons at the front. Okay, so I will just take out the patterns and I will also stitch it down like the way we did for the back. So let me just go ahead and stitch it down. So guys, after stitching it down, this is what we are having guys. Make sure to iron the seams open. Okay, then the next thing to do is to make notches. So you can see the part where I am notching. This part where we are going to have the box pleats, I'm just going to notch the midpoint of it like this. Okay, as you can see. So after notching it, just go ahead and open it up like this. Open up your fabric, and I'm going to place the notch part on the seam. Just watch what I'm doing. I'm just going to place the part where I notched on the seam like this. Okay, so I'm going to just hold this down with my pin. So just go ahead and hold it down with your pin like the way you see me doing on the video. Okay, after holding it down with my pin, the next thing I'm going to do is to give this a proper ironing. Okay, so that the box pleats can relax properly, and also make sure to open the seams. Make sure to iron the seams open. Okay, so that everything can relax properly. You can see what we are having. So I'm just ironing it out to make sure everything is firm. After ironing the back pattern, I went ahead to bring in the front piece, and I'm also doing the same. Okay, so I will just hold the notched parts with my pin, making sure that it's on the seam allowance point. Then I'm just going to iron this down firmly. Okay, make sure you are using a steam iron, or if you don't have a steam iron, you can actually wet it a bit before placing your iron. Okay, so you can see what I'm doing. I'm making sure I press open the seam allowance. Okay, so that everything can relax properly. After ironing it, this is what we are having guys. You can see how neat it's looking like. So this is the front piece. The next thing to do now is to take out the pin so that we can be able to stitch up this part. You can see from that seam allowance like so, you are going to just stitch it up, or better still, you can just fold it this way. You can see the way I'm placing it. Just place it this way and stitch it up. Okay, so stitch it up in a way that it's not going to show on the right side of the fabric. Before stitching that part down, make sure to weave all the rough edges. Okay, so for the sake of this tutorial, I'm going to be using my lighter. Okay, to do this, I'm going to use it to burn all the rough edges like this to keep everything looking neat and clean. In case you want to try this method, I will advise you not to do this on your customer dress. Okay, it's always at owner's risk. So guys, after doing this is what we have. You can see the right side of the fabric, how it's looking. You can see the box pleat at that area, and you can see that the stitches I made is not actually showing on the right part of the fabric. Okay, so the next thing we are going to do is to hold down this box pleats with our hemming gum. Okay, so you can see the hemming gum I'm using. I'm just going to place my hemming gum at the both sides of this box pleat like this, so that we can actually press this down with our hot iron, okay, so that that part can relax properly. Make sure to give it a good ironing, okay. So after ironing the wrong side, you can also turn the right side of the fabric and also iron it well, so that everything can relax very well. After doing that to the back piece, I also brought out the front piece. So I'm also going to be holding the parts with my hemming gum, okay, like this. Just going to repeat the same thing I did for the back. I'm going to also do the same thing for the front, like so, okay. So guys, I've gone ahead to iron it out, and this is how it's looking. You can see the back piece, see how neat it's looking, okay. The next thing we are going to do now is to place the front piece on the back like this, right side to right side, and we are going to be stitching up the shoulder area. So just go ahead and stitch up the shoulder area. So guys, I've gone ahead to cut out the collar, okay. Remember, we cut it out on the drafting part of this tutorial. So I've gone ahead to cut it out on my fabric, and at this point, this pointed part, I extended it by 1 inch, okay, because to me the pointed part is not really pointy, so I want it to be pointy a bit. So I extended it by 1 inch just at that part, puffed it back at the side like this, you can see. So after doing that, this is what we are having, guys. I've also gone ahead to cut out lining for it. So we have the main fabric and we also have the lining. The next thing to do is to place the both piece together, right side facing, and I'm going to be stitching it up, okay. So just watch the way I'm going to be stitching it up. Stitch it up at the side and also at the bottom part. So the upper part is going to be left open because that is where we are going to be attaching it to our dress. So guys, I've gone ahead to stitch up the shoulder, and this is how it came out. And I've also ironed down the button placket, and you can see how it came out. So make sure to iron the button area, okay, the same allowance we gave for the button placement, okay. So after doing that, now I'm going to go over to the neckline of the back to get the midpoint of the back neckline. So I'm going to place the shoulder to shoulder together to get the middle of the back neckline. So after doing that, go ahead and notch it out, okay. So for the collar, I've gone ahead to stitch it up. You can see what we are having, and also get the midpoint of the collar, okay. Just fold it into two to get the midpoint of the collar. After getting the midpoint, the next thing to do is to place my collar like this. So I'm going to be placing the collar in a way that the collar is going to be at the wrong side of the fabric. So the collar is at the wrong side of the fabric. That means we are going to be making our stitches at the right side of the fabric. I don't know if you understand. So I placed my collar inside to be at the wrong side of the fabric. Then I'm pinning towards the right side of the fabric. That is where we are going to be having the stitches, okay, because I don't want the stitches to show. By the time you fold and bend the collar backward, it's actually going to cover the seam allowance at the neck area. Hope you understand. So the first thing to do is to go ahead and pin it down to make sure that everything aligned properly, and you can see that the collar actually fits the neck area. You can see how it came out. It actually fits it properly. So when you are doing yours, make sure to measure it properly before cutting out your collar, okay. So the next thing to do is to take it to my sewing machine, and I'm going to stitch it down and also make a top stitch at the neck area, okay. And after doing that, I'm also going to check my armhole length and trim off any excess I have at that part. Then I'll go ahead and pipe it. So just go ahead and pipe the armhole area. So guys, I've gone ahead to stitch up the collar, and you can see how neat it came out. So you can see the inside of the collar. You can see that there is no stitches at that part. You can see how neat and beautiful it's looking, okay. So that is what we really want to achieve. And you can see how I folded the collar backward to cover all the stitches we have at that area. And also the armhole area, I've gone ahead to pipe it out, and you can see how neat it's looking. So I've not really ironed it out, okay. So for the collar area, I also top stitch at that part to keep the collar firm so that it will lay properly. So the next thing to do is to work on this blanket we have right here. So what I'm going to do is to fold 1/2 inch towards the wrong side of the fabric like this. After doing that, I'm going to place it in a way that it's going to touch the crease line we have at the button line. Okay, I hope you understand. So for those of you that don't understand what I'm trying to say, I will repeat it again on this particular part. So what I'm trying to say is you are going to fold 1/2 inch towards the wrong side like this. You can see, take it backward like this, making sure it touches the crease line we have at this button area. You can see this crease line, make sure it touches it like this. Then you go ahead and stitch it up at this point. You can see, stitch it up at the top like this. So guys, I've gone ahead to stitch it up, and this is what we are having. You can see the top, I've stitched it up, and this is how it came out. Okay, this is very simple. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to turn it to the right side like this. So I'm just going to turn this to the right side like this. Okay, you can see what I'm doing. Remember, we folded 1/2 inch in, so I'm going to fold that 1/2 inch like so, and I'm going to make sure it touches the crease line. I hope you understand. Just go ahead and fold it and make sure it touches the crease line all the way to the bottom part of the dress. Okay, so I'm just going to fold it, then I'm going to hold it with my pin so that it will be easy for me to stitch it down. Okay, you can see what I'm doing. If you don't understand what I'm saying, just watch what I'm doing. Okay, it's very simple. So the next thing we are going to do is to make a top stitch on this part. Okay, holding down this folded area. So I'm going to take it to my sewing machine and run a top stitch at this part. Okay, so guys, I've gone ahead to stitch it down, and this is what we are having. So I did it on the both side of the button allowance. Okay, so this is how it came out. You can see how beautiful it's looking. Our dress is almost ready. The next thing we are going to do now is to go ahead and place this blanket area together. Okay, so we're going to place it together, then we are going to hold it down with our pin so that we'll be able to take our body measurements. Hope you understand. So I'm just going to be holding this part, this button allowance, with my pin like this. You can see what I'm doing. So after doing that, this is what we are having. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do now is to arrange the side properly. So I'm just going to arrange the side properly. Okay, so remember we gave 1.5 inches stitching allowance when we were drafting this pattern. So that is the allowance I'm going to be using for the stitching of the side. Okay, I'm going to be stitching it down by 1.5 inches. Okay, you can actually make adjustments, so just go ahead and stitch it down to how you want it to be on your body. Okay, so guys, I've gone ahead to stitch it down, and you can see how it's looking. You can see how beautiful the collar area is looking, the armhole area. You can see how it came out, and this is the side. You can see the waist area, you can see the hip area, and also the bottom part. You can see how the dress is looking, guys. The next thing I'm going to do is to go ahead and hem the bottom part. Okay, so I'm just going to hem the bottom part of the dress. Then after hemming the bottom part, I'm also going to fix my buttons. Okay, so this is the buttons I'm going to be using, so I'm just going to fix it. So the first thing I'm going to do is to mark out the point where I'm going to be placing the buttons. So I'm going to have one button at the top like so. Okay, then from that part I'm going to come down by 3 inches. The distance between the buttons is 3 inches. Okay, so I'm just going to be marking 3 inches like so. Okay, so when you are making the buttonhole, I will advise you to place the buttonhole at the left side. Okay, your button should be at the right side, while the buttonhole should be at the left side. So guys, I'll go ahead and attach the buttons and also open up the buttonholes. Okay, then I will show you guys the final look of this dress on my dummy. So guys, this is how it looks on my dummy. I hope it came out looking beautiful, and I also hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you do, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video. See you in the next one. Bye bye.